If you want to know how to record cinematic videos from your phone, how to upload those videos from your phone onto YouTube, how to make money on YouTube before ever even being monetized, or how to optimize those videos at any point of the game, you're going to want to watch this video. And thank you to Storyblocks for sponsoring this video. More on that later. Now, the first question you may be asking yourself is, how does this girl know anything about what she's talking about, and why should I listen to her? But the good news that I have for you is that I know what I'm talking about because I have done this for many years, operating from just my phone. I know all the ins and outs of creating, recording, editing, and making money on YouTube before ever even being monetized. And today I'm going to share it all with you for absolutely free. Okay, first let's start out with tip number one, and that's how to actually record the video from your phone and how to make it look cinematic while recording. Now, I'm specifically going to be discussing the iPhone in this video. However, I know that many phones offer these specific modes that I'm going to be discussing: Google Pixel, Samsung, Sony. So it really doesn't matter what type of phone you have. Just note that I'm going to be discussing specifically the iPhone in this video. If you have the iPhone, I want you to go into the video mode settings like you're going to record a video. And if you scroll over a little bit, you're going to see where it says cinematic. I want you to select the cinematic mode. This is automatically going to focus in the subject. So for you, if you're recording a video, it's going to have the subject in focus, and it's going to blur out the background really nicely to make that video pop and look extra professional. The next step I want to show you, and the next thing I want to show you, is up on the right hand corner, how you can select and switch it from HD into 4K. This specific setting is absolutely golden, and to be 100% honest, all of the videos on this channel that have gotten a lot of views, over 100,000 views, have all been recorded in this mode on my iPhone before I ever purchased a professional camera. And better yet, the videos from my child-based YouTube channel that have 1 million views, one has close to getting 1 million views, these videos were also recorded in this mode, or in the 4K mode. And I have one more shocking truth for you, and that's that I recorded it with the front-facing camera. I've heard different YouTubers talking about recording in cinematic mode, but always saying use the back end of the camera. Now, I will admit, this video that has a lot of views on my channel and that really grew my channel and got it monetized was recorded with the back camera of the iPhone. However, many videos after it, I recorded with the front-facing camera because I was always concerned about whether I was in focus or whether the camera was actually recording, and I just felt more comfortable with recording with the front face, and so that's what I used for multiple months on this channel as well. One of the most important things that I've noted and learned while going through this process of recording from my iPhone is, after you're done recording, how to actually make that video footage pop and look really professional, and that is the specific lighting that you put in your video. This is something that I feel like a lot of people fail to touch on, but I feel is a complete game changer for how your footage actually ends up looking. I'm going to give you guys a side-by-side comparison of two video footages that have one without the edit of color and lighting adjusted and one with the edit of color and lighting adjusted, and you can see the difference in these two video clips and actually how they ended up looking. I thought something else that would really hit home and help you learn this method yourself is by going in and actually showing you from the app in my phone that I use all the time, and that's called InShot Video Editor. It's very cheap. I pay for a whole year. It's under $20 for the whole year. What I'm doing right now is taking some raw footage from my phone. I'm inputting it into InShot Video Editor, and I'm going to show you exactly how I would edit that coloring and lighting from my footage in this app. So now that we're into the app, you're going to have to hit the filter, and then on the right, just the adjust button. The 3 to 4 things that I always use the most are, first, the auto enhance. Once I've selected auto enhance, I typically will scale that down after selecting it, because if you just leave it, it's kind of like a little too much. So I typically will hit it, but I'll scale it down. The second is the saturation, which I really like saturation in my stuff. I feel like it helps it to pop a little bit and look a little bit better. Sometimes I probably use it too much, but it's just a preference. I always select shadow. I will go down on shadow, which helps to enhance the shadow, make it a little bit more shadowy. And then the highlight as well, I'll typically go down. That kind of helps with the skin, how the overall skin looks, things to that nature. So I'll typically scale that down a little bit. As you can see, it really pops and makes that video footage look better. I also want to mention that this coloring / lighting editing technique is not just for those apps where you can edit, but also if you're editing editing on desktop or laptop, you also want to go in that software as well. But in this specific video, we're discussing the phone, so I'm actually going to be going over things on the phone. However, if you're using desktop or laptop, you also want to go in to the color setting and actually do a little bit of editing in there as well. Now, when it comes to editing, like I said, for years, and I mean years, and multiple channels, I only ever used the InShot video editor to edit my videos. Then I added on the Filmora app because they had extra added effects that the InShot video editor didn't have. And then I finally just cracked down and started editing on desktop computer. Something else I've used from the beginning, no matter which editing software I'm using, is a third-party media subscription service. And the reason I use this is for things such as high quality royalty-free stock images, animated backgrounds, copyright-free music, copyright-free sound effects, things to that nature, something that you're going to want to have a subscription to when you're editing your video footage. I have personally found that Storyblocks is the best media subscription service out there because they offer unlimited downloads of diverse and high-quality media for one predictable subscription cost. I've found that there are those out there who will literally make you pay per clip that you're using. So I highly recommend do not use those types of services. Also, Storyblocks has over 1 million 4K/HD footage, templates, music, sound effects, images, and one of the cool things about them is that their motion library, so where the motion graphics you see that come into the screen, that pop up on the screen, that have somebody's name, logo, those things you see on screen, they go in and refresh those things frequently with commissioned content that's based on the customer's demand. That basically means that they're going in there, they're paying attention to what's being used, they're cleaning out the stuff that doesn't get used very often, and they're replacing it with high quality, fresh, and diverse different options for content creators to go in and use. Now, one of the most important things is that everything you download from Storyblocks is 100% royalty free, which means you're not going to run into any legal issues when utilizing this content from them in your content. I want to do a bonus tip here and show you all how I would go into Storyblocks, download the content that I want to use, and input it into my video footage on InShot Video Editor, all from your phone. So I want to show you how easy it is to use Storyblocks and incorporate into this very affordable InShot Video Editor that I've done all from my phone. So once you're signed into your Storyblocks account, you can find the asset you want to use. So for example, let's say you're talking about how you want to go to a coffee shop, or you were in a coffee shop and you were eating, and you want to put some B-roll of a coffee shop over top of your footage while you're talking to kind of change up the scenery for the viewer. What you would do was simply look that up under footage. So type in the search engine here, coffee shop, hit the search button. It's going to load that premiere B-roll footage that you can scroll through, choose the one that you want to download, and then simply download that clip by pressing this downward arrow here. Choose your quality that you want. I'm going to leave it on what it naturally selected, but you can enhance that to the 4K quality. Press the download button. If you're using an iPhone, that's going to pop up in your files. So under the files, all you do is just go in there, simply save it right onto your camera roll. Now, once you're in the InShot Video Editor app, and you want to place that B-roll over top of the footage of you talking, all you're going to do is simply select PIP, so P-I-P, this button here, select that footage, scale it, and there you have it. Let me play the clip of the B-roll over top of your footage. Now you have enhanced footage with the B-roll that's completely safe and copyright free. If you want to get started with the unlimited stock media downloads at one set price, you can do so by going to storyblocks.com/Kimberly Mitchell. And I'm also going to have it linked, of course, in the description box down below. Okay, quality is really important. Now, I've already showed you how to record with quality, but now I want to show you how to make sure that you're downloading or exporting your video footage with quality. Once you're ready to download your video into your camera roll, up here on the right, you're going to select that. Under the quality option, you're going to want to make sure that you're selecting 4K 30 or 60 frames per second, and that's going to give you the highest quality that you can get downloaded from that app, and you're going to really see that once your video is in your camera roll. Let's talk about how to upload your video from your phone onto YouTube. Some really good news is that you don't even have to upload a video from your desktop computer. You can do it directly from the YouTube Studio. Now, once you go into the YouTube Studio, this little plus button up on the right, you can upload your video right from your camera roll, right onto YouTube, and do everything you need to do right from the app. Okay, now let's talk about how I made money on YouTube before I was ever even monetized, all while using my phone. This video right here was my second video that I ever uploaded onto this channel that you're watching, and it started making me money before I was ever in the YouTube Partner Program. A little backstory about this video is that this video was on the best banks of 2023, and what I did was I went in and I talked about banks that I had personally used and had experience with, and I gave some recommendations in that video on what I felt was the best bank for that year, which in fact I still feel is the best bank to this day, and that's SoFi, of course, link in the description box down below. When I recorded that video, I input those links in my description box for people to make it easier for them if they did want to sign up with those banks that I discussed in the video, so that they could get started quickly and with ease and have a direct link over there. I used my referral link, and to my surprise, I started to get referrals from people who were watching that video. At the time, SoFi's referral bonus was $50 per referral, and I started getting referrals from that video. I think I ended up getting 5 referrals in the first month of uploading that video, which equated to $250 extra in just that month before I was ever even monetized. What I want to recommend here is affiliate marketing in your videos from the start. From the beginning of uploading content, ensuring you're inputting links of things that you personally use and recommend. I always say use a product that you like, use, and recommend it with honesty and ease, and knowing that the product that you're recommending, and you know that the person you're recommending it to is gonna find value from that product. Recommend these products, because these products are things you know work, are going to give the customer exactly what they may need. So whatever video you're talking about, whatever you're using, whatever you're talking about in the video, something that's relevant to it, use affiliate marketing in your videos. Also, YouTube has a tab where you can add things and you're going to get 10% commission. Some months it's 15% commission, and you can add them directly into your videos. So just ensure that you're always trying to add that value, and then provide that customer or person watching your video an easy experience by providing the link directly in your description box. If you find you have any questions after watching this video, please leave it in the comment section down below. Also, if you like this type of content, please don't forget to hit the like button down below. Drop me a comment. As always, I hope you all have an amazing week. Thank you so much for your support, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye-bye.